Hey everyone, this is Brian from Vance Hines, and thanks for joining us on what is normally a Workshop Wednesday, but today we're doing something a little bit different. Today, this is our Vance Hines Summerfest. So, Summerfest is when we get all the employees together. We meet out in the parking lot. We've got the NHRA race truck here. We talk about some of the new products that people in manufacturing may not have seen fully completed. We've got food trucks. We've got ice cream coming later. So we're kind of doing this big, like almost an employee appreciation kind of thing. We're calling it Summerfest. So right here on the table, we've got some of our newer products that came out this last year. We've got the contrast cut blade. And we've got the Twerker 450s. Now, over on this bike behind me, on this FLHDK Limited, we've got the X, also in the contrast cut finish, black set of power tools, and then the new mufflers for this year, the Twerker machine cuts. So with that, we'll go ahead and we'll head over to the NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle team. And we'll talk to them a little bit about their motorcycles, the changes they've had this year, and they're right over this way.
What's going on?
So there's been a lot of changes to the team this year as far as like the hardware is concerned. You got 2 new engines and a lot of changes. Can you guys talk maybe a little bit about those changes?
Well, yeah, I mean, the big change, obviously, is 4-cylinder. You know, we're no stranger to them. We've built them for years. We've supplied half the field in NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle with 4-cylinder stuff. We introduced a new Vance Hines 4-valve head this year. We got one of those engines sitting over there. It's actually been an interesting but fun road. You know, it's like diversity now in our own pit because we've got our 160 VTs and now we got our inline 4-cylinders, 1855 cc's here. These things turn 14,000 RPM, so a lot of RPM. We made some cool parts, a nice Vance Hines exhaust for it. It's actually made out of carbon fiber and weighs next to nothing. So for these things, it's all about the weight, but bike goes 0 to 60 in about 1 second flat, covers a quarter mile, and Angel's been in the mid 670 range, 674, at 202 miles an hour. So we know the motorcycles are fast.
Yeah, there's been a couple 200 mile an hour club entries this year.
Yeah. It's really been a great year for the category. Pro stock motorcycle competition in whole has been really good. It's been level across the board. We have a few more of these bikes out here. We actually got one of the riders here, Joey Gladstone, and we're constantly developing and trying to make things better. But awesome to be here. It's great to come see all the Vance Hines employees. Usually it's once a year, and sometimes we get out here in November. But here we are, nice sunny. Yeah. The Winter Nationals, we're racing in July.
I'm used to the Winter Nationals.
So,
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so if you want, you can take a quick
absolutely.
little video here. This is the engine right here. So
Thank you.
it's all machined in the RDC in Brownsburg, Indiana. We're pretty proud of that thing. Andrew's the one that designed it, did all the development work, and we got it up and running earlier this year. Had the opportunity to send it down the track in late February, early March, and we're just working away. Really, it's been quite fun. It's like I said, it's kind of a refreshing project for us.
Sort of back to the roots kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Vance Hines was founded on making 4-cylinders fast back in the 1980s. Honda 750s, and then the GS stuff came out in the 80s, and KZ 1000s, and all the stuff that was technologically advanced at the time. So we're still using cases from back then because this is like the modern day LS Chevy block.
Yeah.
That's the drag racing, the GS block.
It just works.
Yeah, your 350 Chevy.
It's a great package. We're working on developing some stuff for that too. We can come into some billet stuff. Eventually, we'll have a full billet engine, but it's been a long road to get to where we are right now. It shows great potential, lots of progress forward, but nonetheless, hard to develop stuff during the race.
All postseason type stuff.
Yeah, we're out on the road now for 3 weeks in a row. This truck left Indy 2.5 weeks ago. Kind of driving out here on the West Coast. Went to Denver, went to Sonoma, and now we're here in Pomona. So we're going to run those. And by the time you're done, it's 25 days that truck gets on the road and leaves, and then finally returns back to the job.
And we'll have a month off to recover in August. Get all our parts back up to full spec and 100% healthy, and then we'll kick it off at Indy for the U.S. Nationals. And that's going to start at 3 race swings. We'll go to Indy,
Okay.
we're going to go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Reading, Pennsylvania. That's the start of our Reading, Pennsylvania starts our NHRA countdown to the championship.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do right now is make sure we get all 3 of our Vance Hines motorcycles in the top 10 points. Points reset, and then those 10 people have a chance to run for the championship.
Nice. That's good. And where do we stand right now?
It's been jumbled around, and
I
right
know,
now
it's all over the
it
place.
seems like a lot of the front runners keep losing early, but Eddie and I have been picking up the pace at the back since we missed the first 2 races of the season. And right now he's sitting 11. We kind of passed him last race, had a little mishap.
Yeah, I mean, I went into the race, just to show you, I went into the race at 8, and I'm leaving 11.
I went in 11, came in 7. So it's just a matter of right time, right place.
Right.
And I think there's 8 riders battling for the last 7 spots.
This is a pretty exciting weekend.
Somebody's going to wind up on the outside. See that?
So for all the guys who aren't able to get to tomorrow night, you guys can watch that on NHRA.tv, I believe.
NHRA.tv and Fox Sports.
And now you talked about this being standard LS block and full top, and I believe the next motor is pretty much all built, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that guy.
Yeah, over here we
Give
got
a rundown.
This is the Vance Hines 160 VT. So this is our V-twin engine for pro stock motorcycle racing. It's an all-purpose built billet engine, built at Vance Hines. A lot of covers are magnesium, so you see the tarnished brown cover, or we have it painted black. So we do that mainly for weight savings, because magnesium's a third lighter than aluminum. So any place we can afford, maybe not the structural support we need, we switch it over to magnesium for weight savings.
Yeah.
The engine is 160 cubic inches, 2 valves per cylinder, revs to over 10,500 RPM, and makes over 420 horsepower. And probably in the neighborhood of 250 foot-pounds of torque.
That's unreal.
Yeah, we don't measure the torque because where we start our dyno pole is actually above our torque peak.
Right.
So we don't actually dyno it down low enough. It's harder on the engine, but it scoots our motorcycle down the track really, really fast. We were able to set my career best speed at the last event in Sonoma, California, went in almost 204 miles per hour.
That's amazing. What's it feel like going on the track at 204 miles an hour?
It's I've been doing it so long. It's like slow motion.
Okay.
But there's times when it'll get the best of you if it's drifting out of the groove in the lane. It'll get to the point where everything turns into a blur. You start getting that tunnel vision, but as soon as something happens where you have to pay attention to the center line or the wall, you kind of hyper focus on that, and then everything turns into a blur. So the only thing you don't want to see is your competitor out front of you. And lately, our Vance Hines bike's been so fast we don't see it.
It's good. Very nice. And so are we? I know it's a new Buell motor. Are we the only ones running this Buell motor, or are we supplying this to other teams as well?
The engine is available.
Okay.
Nobody's purchased it yet, but it's been made available this year for NHRA customers.
Okay. So it is available, just like it is on the
Absolutely, just like the Suzuki
4-valve.
4-cylinder. It's available through Vance Hines. There's a whole price sheet out there that we can supply to customers if they want it. Nobody's gone down the road yet, but we're ready and willing.
Cool. Perfect. Well, it's good to have you guys here. Santa Fe Springs location for Summerfest. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and pop over and talk to you. Andrew, thank you.
No problem.
Want it off?
I'm like general admission.
Hey, Joe, I'm sorry, we're going to...
They set up in the parking lot. You go to Oakland, they set up in the parking lot.
It's wide open.
So part of what we're doing at Summerfest is we've got the team out here signing posters, signing hats, just doing autographs for the team. So everyone gets to come by, they get to grab a lunch that they've pre-ordered from one of our food trucks, and then come over here and talk to the team, meet the team, get some signatures. Really, really a cool deal for everybody. Just give Angel a brief moment. We'll talk to her in a second.
Ready to talk to me?
Always ready to talk to you.
How are you? There you go.
Thank you. Have fun too. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Black Beauty.
Yeah,
How's it
beauty.
getting back on the Suzuki?
You know, I kind of missed the V-twin, but this is where I started on Suzuki. And I'm really excited about this Suzuki in particular because we were debuting this year the new Vance Hines 4-valve. It's a beast.
I like them better.
So I affectionately named my motorcycle Beauty, and now I can say it truly is Beauty and the Beast because the engine inside of it is a beast. So that's where I'm still trying to get used to how fast this bike is. It's very quick. It's just, it happens so fast. You know, the 60-foot times have been amazing. My speeds have been amazing. About 202 miles per hour. This past weekend in Sonoma, I had the potential of setting a national record. The bike wanted to do it. I just managed to mess that up a little bit, but we'll get that straight soon, and hopefully we'll bring the record back to Vance Hines because I know we can do it.
And it sounds like this weekend of Pomona sort of sets up the countdown to the championship, so it's an exciting.
Yeah, it's everybody's so close at points. Anything can happen. So going rounds on Sunday is definitely important. Each round in qualifying is important because if you go low up the round, you get little baby points, 1, 2, or 3 points, and we want those. We need those. So like if you're during qualifying, if you're low of the round, you get 3 extra points. And at the end of when we're separated from I think number 5 to number 10 by 17 points. Those baby points count. So we're looking for every point we can get. I'm just going to be focusing on good, straight, safe runs, getting it shut down safely. But I definitely have the motorcycle to win. I'm always loving coming here, Vance Hines in California. I get to see Vance Hines in Indianapolis, RDC, every once in a while. But here, I'm only lucky enough to come here once a year. Yeah, so I hope so because I really enjoy it. For me, the grassroots of everything is real important to me. So come out here and see the employees and meet them and see how everything is done and learn more about what keeps me out here. You guys keep us out here, so I really enjoy it. And the fact that I have a big giant poster of me on the wall really helps too.
I think it's a huge pictures of you.
My deal goes back 25 years. I was a big rival with this team. I had a huge rival with Matt Hines, and it's come full circle. It's gone from me, wanting to beat this team more than anything in the world to my poster is hanging inside of Vance Hines. So I feel like I've won. I'm having a good time, as you can't tell. Yeah, I'm definitely at the top now. I've been with a lot of race teams. I've ridden just about every prototype motorcycle there is as far as different factories, and I feel like I've reached the top, and this is where I want to finish my career. Not anytime soon, but this is definitely where I want to finish it.
Well, it's awesome to have you guys here for Summerfest. Signing posters, signing hats, meeting the crew.
It's fun to give back to everybody.
We appreciate us making parts. We appreciate you guys out there racing.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited. We're hoping to get you guys in the winner's circle this weekend. We got 3 chances of doing it with all 3 motorcycles. So